All right, welcome back to Blake's Business Morning Show. Running a little tight on time this morning, so we're going to keep it extra tight. This is going to be probably one of the shortest episodes ever, which could be good for both me and you. Welcome back to Tuesday. Let's start with the market. So yesterday was a choppy session. Obviously, the war in Ukraine and Russia's invasion is the biggest story of the day. Continues to be and will likely be all week. And unless there are any further talks, it'll continue to be that way for weeks, possibly months. Dow finished down 0.5%, S&P down 0.24%, NASDAQ up slightly, 0.41%, and the Russell 2000 plus 0.35%. Futures are looking mixed in the morning. FactSet basically has S&P futures are down 0.1% in Tuesday morning trading. Market is about to open, so we'll see how they open, possibly live if we're still going. We might keep it under that 5-minute threshold though, so could be interesting. Could be down to the wire. Treasuries and gold were both up yesterday. Treasuries have got the 10-year yield is above 1.75. That's rather significant in the age of all-time low interest rates and with potential rate hikes ahead. So interesting to see that. Dollar firmer versus the euro. And gold up 0.9%. Bitcoin, let's check the Bitcoin barometer. Just meaning the price. Bitcoin's up 14% right now, and Ether is up 12%. So good news for our crypto fans out there. Both of them are up at the moment. All right. Let's dive in to, things to watch on the economic calendar today. We got some big earnings report. AutoZone, Bank of Nova Scotia, Hewlett-Packard, Hormel Food, Ross Stores, and Target are some of the notable earnings releases today. Target released pre-market, I believe I just saw that. Yep. And it seems to be good, as the headline in the Wall Street Journal is that annual revenue crosses $100 billion and profits rise for Target. Their stock is up 0.28%. I don't know if that's, it's up 13% in the pre-market. So that's huge for Target. Expect that trading to level off a little bit as the hedge funds get to eat up all the profits in the pre-market, but that's great news for Target's fans. Also an interesting tidbit, Target announced that they are raising their minimum wage to as high as to $24 in some markets. I saw that headline yesterday. I didn't read into it, but that is a very interesting thing. If you can Google it if you want to read more about what markets, things like that. It just shows how hot the labor market is for essentially all skill levels at the moment. We've been talking about it for years, months. Supply chain, inflation due to wage increases because of a shortage of labor. So they all play together in the kind of the global system that we have today. And so it's just something interesting. Profits rise, revenue rise, workers are seeing a bigger boost in pay. It all kinds of makes sense. That's how the system is kind of supposed to work. So on to some other big stories. War in Ukraine having some more unintended consequences as Maersk and MSC, two of the world's largest shipping companies, have temporarily suspended services from Russian ports, meaning that there's more disruptions to the global supply chain, more problems for getting goods. I assume that most of this will have to do with oil and gas cargo. It doesn't say much. I haven't read the full article. I just saw the headline. It doesn't say much about what exactly is being held up. But I think most of it is, tankers. It talks a little bit about a Moldova flag tanker caught on fire from a missile strike in the Black Sea. So obviously when you're in a war zone, it's hard to be able to use merchant ships. That just goes all the way back to World War II with the great convoys that had to go across the Atlantic to fuel the war effort in Europe from America. And so should have seen it coming, but it's one of those unintended consequences that you don't really think about when you're more worried about war at hand and what's happening in the day-to-day lives Another big article on the front page. I guess it's a great time to be a summer intern because the title is Summer Interns Jilt Companies for Better Offers That Come Along. So that's pretty funny. I mean, when the labor market even hits to the intern level, that's quite something. So those are the headlines for the day. If you're interested in hearing a little bit more about UIL deals in college athletics, I have a great Business Minute coming out for you later today. It's a good one. New NIL deals are changing. There's some real estate firms jumping into the game. So we're not just seeing sneakers, sports drinks companies, and car companies sponsoring college athletes. We're now seeing some very, very new age deals coming to fruition. And we're going to finish off with financial news of the day from history. Like I said, short on time this morning, so running a little amok, but hopefully still keeping it tight. So March 1st, 1935, the first U.S. savings bond, Series A, is issued after Secretary of the Treasury Henry Morgenthau observes that the U.S. lacks a government-sponsored savings plan like those of France and Britain. That's interesting. That's an interesting fact. Once again, I did not know that. So you learn something new every day. This is from Jason Zweig's blog of the Wall Street Journal. So interesting tidbits. And that's an episode, shorter episode today. We'll be back. I'll promise I'll wake up earlier tomorrow and get some more news to you. But we kept it tight today. Thank you for coming. Like I always say, if you enjoy the show, please go like us on Instagram, go follow us on TikTok, go subscribe on YouTube, all our channels, please. It helps me a lot, and it helps me make more content for y'all. It keeps me inspired, So it's been fun. Another great episode. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Oh, and we're also going to do Tilly Picks Tuesdays again tonight. We had a little hiatus. Tilly was tired of picking stocks, but she's back tonight. So tune in.